The sun is out, highlighting my failure. Probably failure. I only have one day left. It had to happen eventually, right? Just to prove I'm human. You know, it actually happens a lot. Maybe the TBR game will be very nice to me because last month was so hard. Could happen, right? Stick around and find out. I'm curious myself. Hello, hello. I am Kelly Lynn Colby, editorial director at Cursed Dragon Ship Publishing. I am also a freelance editor, a writer, and a reader. Welcome to our August TBR video. Get to play our game to see who makes it to Cinderella's castle so I can go to another bookstore. No bookstore for months and suddenly all the bookstores. Very excited. This is a thrilling adventure, even if I don't do quite as well as I would like to. But if you did see my video when I went shopping, because Mickey made it last month, and I did go to Barnes because it's big box. If you want to see how that went, you can check out this video, and that does leave me with 5 cents. 5 cents. That's it. Let us look at what I read last month to see if I've earned any money if we happen to go to a store. No use earning the store if there's no money to spend there. So let's see what happened. Number 1 was a freebie, and I chose Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. Did read it, loved it, highly recommend. 2 was Mask of Mirrors by M.A. Carrick. Did read it. It took me forever. Yes, it's long, but I read long books that it took me forever. Not my favorite. Just did not work for me. This is part of the reason I didn't get enough books read last month. But I did finally finish it after having it since, April? So at least I can get it back to the library now. System Collapse by Martha Wells. Did read that. Quite liked it. Not as much as the 6th book, but it does catch me up on that series. So I am ready for the next one. Number 4 was Tuba and the Meaning of Life. As you can see from the yellow card, I did not get to this one, which makes me very sad because I did want to. But it's not like I'm tossing it. I have more chances. So toss the book over there. Next one was series also, and I started, as I talked about last month, I need to start little big or I'm never going to finish it. I read the first book in here, which is 138 pages or so like little novella. This one is now my priority also, so if I get series, the first time I get series, it'll be the next book in here that I read. So I did read that. That counts. Very cool. It's charming. I like it. There's no plot, but it's charming. So we'll see what I feel as I keep going. Skin of the Sea. It's a mermaid story, and it had a lot of like the traditional African mythology in it. That was really cool. But the story was definitely YA, and that just was not in the mood for that one. But I did finish it, so that one counts. What Happened by Hillary Clinton. I'm reading that one right now. It's making me very angry. This world. But I am reading it. I'm at 55%. This is my hope because I have the ebook says I have 3 hours left. I have a lot of stuff to do the next 2 days though. But if I happen to have a spare 3 hours in the next 2 days, I will get that done and make my 10 books. Yay! But there's no guarantee of that for sure. And there's nothing I can put aside to just finish this real quick either. I've got to get this other stuff done. So I might put aside all reading to get this stuff done. That's how important it is. Wrath by John Gwynne was book number 8. And I have started that one. No way I'm going to finish it. But reading it like supersonic fast, I'll finish it this weekend, I'm sure. But by the end of the month, Not going to happen. Also, this is the first time ever I've missed the discussion on the Catch Up Book Club, and I'm very sad, and I don't want it to happen again. So I've got to make sure to keep up. Plus, I have 2 people that are waiting for that whole series because I'm going to give it to them all at once. So I need to finish it so I can hand it over so that they can read it. But I did not read it. Summer for the books. This one I read mostly on the beach. The rest of the time I read it on the car on the way home for Here Kid for the special prompt, secret prompt, I think they're calling it. But I did not like it. There was even a lot of typos in it. I don't understand how the traditional books get that many. They have so many people that read them. And the 10th book was Orabelle by Jay Barrett. It was a random ebook pick, and I did not get to that one. I'm still reading what happened. Also, I did finish, there's a lot of huge books that I did finish. I did finish Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. So, yay for finishing that one. It did not need to be this long, I'll tell you that right now. Absolutely did not. And if I listened to this one on audio, if I had to read it with my eyeballs, it probably would have taken me months to read because there's some really cool stuff in here. I laughed with some of it. I truly felt like I was back in time in the early 1800s in Britain. That's how much it like transported me there, even with the magic, the way the magic worked, the solutions they came up with really cool. But it was so long and the plot was sketchy at best. So if I was not listening to this, I would have finished it because it's fascinating, but it would have taken me forever, much like that other one over there. Stay. But I did finish it. Moonflowers, that's one I had started in June. I did finish that in July. Magnolia Parks. Magnolia Parks is for a project, and I did finish that one, but I'm not finishing the series. This is very, very reality TV stressful, people making their lives harder for no good reason, and I don't have the energy for that. So I see why it's so popular because those shows are like Real Housewives, that if you like those shows, Magnolia Parks is for you, but I don't, so it just didn't work for me. The last one, yes, is The Women. I've just started this one. I'm about an hour into the audio. I've already cried. I'm really glad this is out. For those of us, like I grew up on MASH, and then there was a show that was the nurses in Vietnam too, very much like this, and I can't remember the name of it, but I loved that show. So watching that too, that's really reminiscent of this. So it's just all these images popping up in my head, and I'm really, really glad this exists. But again, I'm only an hour into it, so we'll see what happens as it keeps going. I have no opinion other than I'm glad it's here. So I'm going to put this one right back up here because I am going to finish that this month. So that's just going to stay there. So if you're playing the home game, that means my completed books are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I completed 9. And I have, like I said, I have a chance of finishing what happened. Not a guarantee. We'll see. So that would mean in the next game for next month, September, if I don't do that, one character has to go back 1 space. So sad. So sad. And before we start, and also I have 9, so I got 5. That gives me $30. So I have $30.05 now. But I didn't reach 10 unless I do tomorrow. But I didn't reach it by this time, so I don't get the money. So I don't get that $10. And if I do over 10, I get another 10, right? That's why I get 50 max. So I only get $30. So if anyone makes it to Cinderella's Castle, I have $30.05 to spend. When's thrifting when you need it? That would have been perfect for thrifting. I did not need 41 books. I'll tell you that right now. All right. We'll see what happens. Before we start the game, one more thing to get to, and that is my priority reads. So first, if series comes up, the very first thing I'm going to choose is Brother Northwind's Secret, which is the second book in Little Big. Sorry, I took the cover off because I was ruining it and I didn't want to do that. So the second book in this, because this is my priority series, otherwise I'm never going to finish this big old book, and I really, really, really want to by the end of the year. It's on my 25 and 25. I must. So that'll be the second book when the series comes up the first time. Other priorities, books that I'm going to read, even if I can't fit them in, so I'm going to try very hard to fit them in, is The Bog Wife by Kay Chronister. We are doing this for our In Real Life book club. Very excited. If you're in the Spring area and want to read it with us, come on out here. The other book club that we are just starting, our own Cursed Dragonship book club. If you want to see that announcement, it is right here. It is myself and author Kevin Petway will be participating, and we will be reading complete series. So please come join us. We are going to concentrate on indie as much as possible to introduce you to some really cool quality indie books that are out there. So hopefully you will come and join us. And we are starting with A Good Running Away. This is the first book in the Misplaced Mercenaries series by Kevin Petway. Very excited. I've not read this in years, so I am excited to get back to it and read it, and we get to talk to the author about it. So please make sure to join us. The meeting for this will be August 22nd right here on this channel. For the Aurelium Around the World Journey, it is favorite author is the one I have to do for August. And one of my all-time favorite authors are Margaret Weiss and Tracy Hickman. And I've been wanting to reread this series for a really, really long time. It means so much from my childhood. It changed the way I see reading, the experience of reading, not reading itself. And I just love it so much. And it's been forever since I read it. It is one of the most unique fantasies I've ever come across. Even now, when I'm reading when I'm reading as much as I did back then. It's still one of the most unique I've ever seen. And I am looking forward to that again. So this one I've got to read to do that qualification. In the Woods I have it on hold on Libby, and it comes in 2 weeks, and I've already put it off like 6 times, so I'm going to read this no matter what. I need to put it on the list so I don't have like all these extra on the list. And lastly, Wild Dark Shore by Charlotte McConaughey. This I saw Books and Kayla read this, and she was crying, and I was like, I must read this now. And it has been on hold from my library for months. So I don't want to hold on to it forever like I did Mask and Mirrors, because no one else was waiting for that one. But this one, there's a whole bunch more people in line after me also. I want to make sure to read this one so that I can get it back so the next person can have it. This is also a high priority. All right, so those are my priorities. Oh, and the last thing is, if I can, for readathon challenges, I want to get as many of these books on as possible. Look, I only chose 10 books, so we're, yeah. This is for the book challenge by Erin, so I have a stack of those, and I will be reading. I read 3 last month. That is over in October, so it is the quickest one that is over. I want to prioritize and make sure I get those read. So, yeah. That's the priorities. Let's get to gameplay. I think the only thing I have to tell you about gameplay before you actually see the gameplay is that I ended up reading 14 books in June by the end of the month. So one character, whoever I roll, gets to go forward plus 4. All right, let's get to it. Quick reminder, one is Mickey, and he is at the beginning again because we went to Barnes & Noble. So we went to the big box for him. And number 2 is Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell is near the top. She's all the way up here. And Tinkerbell is the indie bookstores. And Alice is number 3 up here. See Alice? Alice will be the Friends of the Library. And Buzz, who is down there past the first couple parts of the board because he started over last time. And Buzz are the thrift stores. So let's see. That will determine where I put the camera the first time. Yeah, also, I don't know if Tinkerbell or Alice gets to the finish. For the rest of them, I just left them there because they didn't come up again. So I still don't have a rule for that. We'll have to see what happens if they're at the finish, but they roll again. I don't know. We'll find out. And the clock is, as you see, at 3 o'clock. So we are not, you can't see it, right? Yes, at 3. So we still have 9 hours before anyone has to go backwards 12. Let's go ahead and roll. 2. 2 is Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell gets 4. Look at that. You really want me to go to the indie store with my very pathetic $30.05. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Tinkerbell, come on, man. You just have to come up once and get a 2 or higher, and we're going to the indie store. All right. I think that's all the before stuff I have to do. Oh, notice too, I got big dice. So I got big dice so you can see them now if they're not like flashed out, depending on how, there you go, how bright the light is. That's why I got a brighter light in here so you could also see, because I couldn't use my little dice thing anymore because it wouldn't work. So they're going to roll in here instead. How fun is that? And now you can see, even though I said, why would I cheat? It's my game. Now you can actually see them. All right, so let's begin with roll 1. Who's going first? Who's going first? Number 4, that is Buzz, which means we are already going to move the board. Well, there's a nice bright spot in the middle. I just can't seem to get this thing right, can I? All right, let's see how far Buzz, you can see Buzz is right here since you can see him in the beginning. We're going to see how far Buzz gets to go. 12! Ooh, Buzz is ready, man. Let's see if we're going to get it all on camera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, it's still on camera. Yay. Nicely done, Buzz. All right, Buzz gets to choose the first book. We are all over the board. This is now the game of, can I get out of the glare? Oh, there's no winning with this game. We are now going to be playing the game of Move the Camera. 8! Woohoo! I love this game, even though the lighting is being very frustrating. I don't know. It's really fun to play, but it's really hard to film. So I don't know how to fix that. And I can't go buy a very expensive camera. I have to use what I have. I don't know. We'll play with it. First, Tinkerbell got to go forward 4, and she is so close to that castle. I only have $30 to spend, but I can do it at an indie store. I just might have to find an indie store with used books. Otherwise, I'm getting like 1 book, which isn't bad. It just kind of makes a boring video, don't you think? And then Buzz for the first roll, and he went 12. Boy's flying. He's flying. He's already ready. He had so much fun shopping. He wants to go again. And he chose a readathon book. Thank you, Buzz. That's very kind of you. So for the readathon book, I'm going to go ahead and choose In the Woods. So we can get that audio done from Libby. I don't have to put it off again. I can read it. Also, In the Woods has been on my Goodreads TBR since 2016. So it's time to get to it. Let's see what's next. At least the big black void hides the glare. Roll number 2. 1. Hey, no camera move. That is Mickey all the way over here at the start. But you can't see him right now. He's right here. All right. You'll get to see him in a minute. In just a minute, you'll see him. 10. I like this new die. I better keep reading books, though, so I can get more money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, you're at a crossroads, Mickey. Crossroads. See, based on next roll, which direction we go in. And let's see what book we get to read. 1. 1 is a random physical. Mickey. Mickey, Mickey, Mickey. I love Mickey. Mickey, what do you do? 10. We've got big rolls. We're doing some big rolls. 12 and a 10, and we get to choose a random physical. I kind of like that because I have all these lists and stuff, which I also love. Sometimes it's nice just to pick one at random. And because Here Kid just started, Here Kid 2.0, the hardest reading challenge you'll ever do, almost any book I have will work. So random physicals right now don't stress me out. So again, I'm going to close my eyes because the colors tell me a few things, and then I'm going to pick one up. Fun part will be finding the book after. All right. Believe I have one. I do. What is it? The Girl with Strawberry Hair. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. I know right where that is, because I almost thought for this month I could cheat and just read this book real quick, because look, it's nice and thin. Ha ha ha. So excited. This one, I met this author, Michael Moore, at the Indie Book Fair last year at Copperfield's Books. Very excited to read this. It is I'm pretty sure it's a middle grade. So very, very, very fun. I'm going to put this in here. Get plenty of big, thick ones, which I'm not against, but I do like having, a mixture of books. That one totally worked. Thanks, Random Physical. All right, next. All right, let's see how far I can go without moving the camera. It's anyone but Mickey. I'm going to have to move it, I think. Here we go. That ended on the side. I'm going to say that doesn't count. 2. 2 is Tink. All right, let's move this up. Let's move this up. Come on, Tink. Take me to the store. Man, 3 months in a row of shopping. All right, let's see. Here we go. It bounces. 12! My gosh, that was overkill, Tinkerbell, but I'll take it. Woohoo! Indie store. We're off to the indie store. So exciting. I have to decide which one. Since I only have $30, I need to find one with used books. There are plenty of them. I'm just going to have to go to one of those. And see what book we get. 5, 6. That is series. Next row was Tinkerbell, and she made it to the castle. She made it to the castle. She overruled. She wanted to really determinedly. She didn't want any doubt that she made it to the castle, and she did. We went to Disney World once. There was I don't know what they do now, right? But there was with my kids, and Jenna loved Tinkerbell. And they had, at night, when you're looking at the show and the nighttime parade and everything, Tinkerbell flew in, right, from one building all the way to the castle. And my daughter was like, oh, Tinkerbell's real. She was 5. It made me so happy. It made me so happy. She was thrilled. So it was so much fun. So that's what Tinkerbell did. She needed that higher number so she could get all the way there. See, that's how that worked. Very excited. And Tinkerbell got series, which means it'll be the next book in Little Big, which was, I don't know why I cannot remember the name of it. Brother Northwind's Secret. We'll see if the whimsy holds up. Number 4. All right, so if Tink comes up again, we're going to have to decide what the rule is. 4! Buzz! Moving the camera again. All right, here we go. See if there's enough room in between them for this big old basket to fit. Oh, look, just barely. Just barely. Let's see how far Buzz gets to go. 7! Not too many bad rolls, I have to say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, that was close. 7. We're going to go that way. So hopefully I can get that one. All right, made decision. We're sticking with it. Darn glare. 7, readathon. I like the readathons. I have so much to do. Buzz again, and we got a readathon. So I do want books from this list. I'm going to put Independence, which I think I have a little picture of it. Here it is. I'm going to put Independence on the list. Obviously, I'll put a picture here for you. I'm pretty sure I printed it out. Because that one has 4 weeks in from the Libby hold that I have. I have the ebook on hold. And very typically at that point, they come in early, and I don't want to put it off for too long. So I'm going to put Independence on there. If it does not come in time, then I will read, I think I'll read the Awasawa Murders. So that one takes place in Asia in Book Challenge by Aaron. So this is my backup plan if Independence doesn't come in on time. But I really want to read Independence, again, having it on loan to get that in. We are on roll 5. 3. 3 is Alice. Ooh, Alice gets a turn. All right, here we go with the camera again. Let's see how far Alice goes. Let's see, we just don't want a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because then she goes backwards. So anything but 7. 4. That's anything but 7. I'll take it. 2, 3, 4. And let's use a book. Well, 5. I'm going to call that 5. 5 and 6 are the same thing, though, so it works anyways. 5 is a series pick. Roll number 5, halfway there. We got Alice with a series pick. So, series pick. Where's my series chart? These are all the series I am in the middle of. I can't remember anymore if I put the ones I'm caught up on or not in here. So they might be in here as well, ones that are not finished. If I finish them and they are finished, then I take them out. Let's see what we get. So many I want to read. Rooks and Ruin. Ooh, that's Obsidian Tower was the first book. What was the second book in that? Oh, don't remember. Hold on. Let me look it up. Yeah, the Obsidian Tower is the first one by Melissa Caruso. And the second one is The Quicksilver Court. Excellent. I got the first one from the library, so I'll see if this one is available as well. That's 5 books. Only 3 physically up there, but 5 books. 2. 2 is Tinkerbell. You know, I'm going to make the rule now. If they make it to the castle, they stay there for the rest of the game. So no Tinkerbell. I'm going to roll again. 4 is Buzz. Never mind Tinkerbell if I have to move the camera anyways. No. All right, Buzz, 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 Buzz. 10. My gosh, these rolls have been amazing tonight. Let's see where 10 gets us. All right, sorry, took a break, changed the lighting because the darn thing won't focus. And then it was doing fine. Now it's dying again. Stop it. All right, I know it always focuses and unfocuses a little bit on these videos, but it was being obnoxious. So we shall see what we do. All right, so we rolled a 10. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I might want to go this way anyways, so I can get this 10. I have a chance at this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to go there. All right. No, it's still doing it. All right. 1 is random physical. That didn't come up at all last month. Roll number 6. As you can see, I got a little frustrated with the light. That camera is just not, look, it's focused on me the whole time and has no trouble when I'm sitting here. But as soon as I go to film, it has no idea what to focus on. No matter what I tell it or how I try to, I don't know what to do to make it work. And this is the camera I have. So I have to make do. It works fine. It's not like I'm doing this for a living, right? This is a hobby on the side for fun. So I can't really hire a crew or something. I don't know. Eventually I might get a nice camera. We'll see. But Buzz did go. Buzz wasn't letting me down. The lighting was letting me. And it's gorgeous outside. I don't know. Whatever. I'm starting to see why people film on the floor. Maybe that's a better option. And Buzz got a random physical. So let us see. Close our eyes again. Grab one. Is that one? That is one. Contact by Carl Sagan. Interesting. I guess I'm going to have to go find it, huh? Why is it always in the bottom of a pile? Very bottom. But I did find it. So Carl Sagan, Contact. I've not read this one. I did see the movie with Jodie Foster many years ago. But so if it's anything like that, it is a woman scientist who's listening for signs of aliens. And here's something. So we shall see. Sci-fi classic I have not read, so let's get to it. You can still see in there without the light. See if you can still see the die. You can, mostly. And that was A2, Tinkerbell, yet again. Let's try this again. 4, Buzz. This dice likes Buzz and Tinkerbell. Everyone has come up, though, so. Oh, no, leave that. It's really fun to roll 2. 2! Small one had to come eventually. 1, 2. And look, we're almost to this. That'd be cool to slide up. Except I better read some more books. You're getting there too fast, Buzz. I don't have any money. 6. 6 is series. Ooh, I'm going to make a dent in some series this month. I like it. All right, so apparently I made a new rule. If they are in the castle that game, they're skipped. They've done their job. They get to start over next game. So we rolled Tinkerbell, but that's okay. Rolled Buzz next, and Buzz moved and got a series pick. Now, I did the series that's priority. I randomly chose one. And because I'm getting almost nothing on these lists that I need to read, I'm going to cheat a little. Because it's still continuing a series. It's not a first book. I'm going to put Shadow of Night by Deborah Harkness on it. This is book 2 in the Discovery of Witches series. Freaking love that first book. Very excited to get to the second one. And I did put it on my book challenge by Erin. It is TV series because this is the second season that I have not seen yet. So I'm very excited to watch that as well. I only watched most of the first one and then got distracted with life. So I need to finish the first one, read this book, and read the second. Or watch the second. Then it counts for Here Kid too. See? Do you see what I did there? Do you see that? So I'm going to put that on. Technically cheating, but it's my game. 1, Mickey. All right, let's move this camera and get Mickey on there. All right, Mickey's here at the crossroads. In case you don't remember, it's hiding amongst this big old box. You have to let me know if the big die are worth it or not. 12 again. I think they're worth it. Look at that 12. Okay, so we'll pass that one, so let's go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're going to miss either of them. So which one's closer? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11. That goes backwards, which still ends up ahead, which is funny. But let's not go backwards at all. So let's hit this one. 8. 8 is readathon. This game is so nice to me. It's being so kind. Roll number 8 was Mickey again, and we got a readathon. Can I put any of these other ones in as readathon? Don't have Bogwave chosen for anything. None of this is chosen for anything. I could probably put Wild Dark Shore as something for Here Kid. Let's see, what is it about? I mean, it's right outside of Antarctica. I could use it for the bonus points there. I want to read Endurance for Antarctica, though, the nonfiction. Somebody washes the shore and everyone's keeping secrets. Oh, they're protecting seeds. It's an island that has a seed bank. Interesting. I'm going to say surely I can put it in there somewhere. I really want to read it. But that's too much cheating. I just can't. That's too much cheating. So I am going to put, oh, what do I have? Let's look at what I have first. I have In the Woods, which is a mystery thriller. Middle Grade, Girl with Strawberry Hair. Brother Northwoods, which is like a classic fantasy. Independence, which is a historical fiction. The Quicksilver Court, which is a epic fantasy YA. Contact, which is a classic sci-fi. And Shadow of Night, which is a historical fantasy. I have a lot of fantasy. And a lot more coming. So why don't we put on, because this is another one from there, They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. This is a dystopian romance. Yeah, let me do that. So let's put on They Both Die at the End. That's very different in tone, different than everything. So let's do that one. And then I'm not cheating. Fine. 2 rolls to go. 2 more. Any number but 2. 1. There you go. That was any number. Mickey, so I don't even have to move. It's been the best roll so far. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that. Moving right along. 5. You know, I am going to try upside down. See if it makes a difference. Oops, sorry. Nope, it did not make a difference. Interesting. So it's just where it's ending up. Mickey, who is destined to get series, I guess. No matter which way he rolled it, it's series. So I cheated last time, so I guess this time I need to not cheat and pull one up. Unless any of the ones I already chose came up, because I want a different one. Murderbot Diaries. I am caught up. That does answer my question. My caught up ones do seem to be in there. At least that one is. So can't be that one. Let's do this again. That feels good to be caught up. I'm like, oh, I've read them all. All Souls. Well, I'm already reading the second one and that one. I'm not going to read both. That's no fun. That's not variety at all. Yeah, All Souls. I said it's the Discovery of Witches series, but I'm pretty sure it's called All Souls. It is called All Souls, yeah. Once I was faced with it, I realized. Rooks and Ruin. Does that mean I didn't cheat? Because it came up anyways. Not the Rooks and Ruin, the All Souls. Odd Thomas. Ooh, yay. I really, really like that first book. So the second book in the Odd Thomas series by Dean Koontz. Let's see what the second book is called, because I don't know. I think they all have odd in it or something, because the main character's name is Odd. Forever Odd. Forever Odd is book 2. We'll have to see if it's available on audio, because I listened to the first one on audio. I kind of like, however I read the first book, I like to do the whole series that way. Look, I'm not one that says audio isn't reading. Obviously, I count it as reading, but the experience is different. I find it very, when people are like, no, it's the same, to me it's not, it's different. It's still reading, not judging that part. But because the experience is different for me, whether I read it physical, ebook, or audio, does not seem to be a difference between hardback and paperback to me. But otherwise, the experience is very different reading it. Even, like I said, between physical and ebook. So however I start it, I want to go through it like that. 2, Tinkerbell. Nope. We only have 2 left. 1, Mickey. Hey, that was lucky. Here we go. 6. Can you see that? It is better with the light, but darn it, that focusing thing is driving me batty. I'm going to figure out how to fix this. Maybe I put the light just on this basket so you can see the basket. So 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to figure out this game, get it perfectly lit and filmed, and then I'm going to be tired of it and we're going to invent a new one. That's what's going to happen. You'll see. You'll see. One random physical. I have so many new books. I'm really looking forward to more. Oh, that was also our last roll. I didn't even notice. I was having so much fun. And Mickey rounded us off with a final draw of a random physical. I mean, I won't say that my game was mean to me. That wasn't too mean. I like doing these, but I certainly am not able to get 4 books on my list that I need to get on there. All right. Here we go. It's hard to pick just one when you're not looking. Sometimes it's hard to pick just one when you are looking. Oh, got another purple one. Please be nice, please be nice. The Ruins of Gorlin. I think it's nice though, because it's a middle grade. I think, it might be YA. Yeah, Ranger's Apprentice. Is that YA or middle grade? It's by John Flanagan. It is listed as both, so I don't know. Apparently the readers didn't know either, but I have like the first 5 books because when I go thrifting, and I've not read any of them. But look, it's got a 4.26 on Goodreads. That's pretty cool. And Lahia DeWitt, one of our authors, she writes romantasy. For us, anyway, she writes romantasy. And that's one of her favorite series. So I think, oh no, I don't think that, it might have been Fablehaven. Now I can't remember which one is her favorite. She'll have to let me know. Let me know, Lahia, which one was your favorite? I can't remember. But I don't think I have any plans for that. So I think it's still on the shelf. Are you still on the shelf? It was right behind me the whole time. So, first book. I'm going to start this series finally. Over 3 million copies sold. Ranger's Apprentice. The Ruins of Gorlin. Look at that. It's a pretty darn good book for being thrifted, too. Look at that. That's nicely done. I will take it. All right. That's not bad. I mean, I've seen worse. Let's see. I'll also be reading Wrath. And all 4 of these books. I still have to read them. So they're still on that list. Notice, by the way, I did not put the new release for Your Kid for this month because I'm reading Catabasis by R.F. Kuang. It doesn't come out till the 20th. And so that's the end of the month, which means I can read at the beginning of the September and still make it within that 30 days. And I have 60 days. So if I have to stretch it out, I can, and it still counts. But I get extra points if I do it within 30. But I wasn't, since I had all of these, I knew I had to get to. I didn't want to stress out too much about that one. That one can wait until September. I try to be logical. Let us review. We're going to do the best we can here. First, we have In the Woods by Tanner French for the readathon book. The Girl with Strawberry Hair as a random physical pick. Brother North Wind's Secret by John Crowley, book 2 in this behemoth of a book. Cat hair on the cover now. That's just great. Independence for a readathon book. The Quicksilver Court by Melissa Caruso for a series pick. Contact by Carl Sagan as a random physical. Shadow of Night by Deborah Harkness as a series pick. They Both Die at the End as a readathon pick. Forever Odd by Dean Kunst as a series pick. And last, The Ruins of Gorlin by John Flanagan as a random physical pick. Not so bad. I can do this, except that I have 4 extra that I have to read. They're the top priority. And 2 more doozies that I've started that must finish. I'll be fine. I don't know how I'm going to hold these up to take a video. I don't see how that's going to happen. Well, what do you think of this crazy game? Does it need some modification? I can't seem to always get the books on that I need to, but yet I get books I wouldn't have thought to put on that I'm really excited to read. I don't know. It makes it hard for me to want to change it then. like reading What Happened. That wasn't anywhere, and that was just a random ebook pick last time, and I am quite happy that I'm reading it. So, I don't know. It's hard to change something that's working. It's not like I need more books, so if I don't earn any money for new books, it's okay. It's okay. All right. Oof. I will say last month was all huge books, and this month there's more of a variety of length. Hopefully that helps, right? With all the big ones, it was so difficult, and big ones that were slow. So it was difficult to get through all of those books. This might be a lot more approachable. Let's hope. That's what I'm telling myself anyway. They are mowing the lawn. Here they come. I was almost done. And he has to stop right by my window. He's probably moving a toy that Benny left. I'm assuming you can still hear me. I mean, these mics are pretty good, right? I don't know. I'm going to wait till he goes by, though. All right. This is just madness. All right. Let's see if I can lift it. Oh my gosh. They're heavy. This is totally doable, right? Oh, my arms are shaking. This is crazy.